Zareka, who was the top qualifier, and he goes up third. Now, just to remind you that we will be leaving BBC Two at 7 o'clock and moving across to iPlayer for the rings competition, including both Courtney and Harry's routine. So here is Courtney speaking to David after qualifying on Wednesday.
Happy. I think happy I made the rings final. Today was just about qualifying on the pieces we need to. I felt really good out there. Just the work I put in, I put a lot of work to get here. So just need to show what I've been doing in the gym. Same routine, just doing what I normally do, and just want to have fun out there, and we'll see what happens.
Well, if there's ever a way to win a rings final, it's going to be with this stuck dismount. Now, we've talked in commentary about this bonus for sticking the landing, and it is so key as far as rings is concerned, Luke.
Yeah, it definitely is. The top guys, they've all got a similar start value, so it will come down to the dismount if they can get that bonus 1/10.
Yeah, and let's just talk about the perfect rings routine. The gymnasts are out, they're warming up at the moment. So if you want to join us, I will say again, we're going to be covering this on iPlayer. So get yourselves over there if you want more of the build-up, because we'll be saying goodbye to everybody on BBC Two. But yes, the perfect rings routine, Sam.
Yeah, the gymnasts are looking for perfect positions in their strength elements. And the big thing in a rings final is holding them for 2 seconds. If they're slightly short, they'll get a big deduction. Normally, as you get through towards probably halfway through that rings routine and the gymnasts are doing their final strength move when they're fatigued, they tend to struggle to hold it for that 2 seconds. So that's a big thing. When they do their long swing elements, no wobbles in handstand, straight arms, and then, like you said, it comes down to that dismount. The advantage that Harry and Courtney have are that they do the hardest dismount in the world. They do a triple back. And up to this point, neither of them have been able to stick it in a big moment. And I've said the day that they do and the moment that they do, potentially the first ever gold medal on rings is up for grabs for a British gymnast. And when better to do it than today when it's been struck by lightning? So if they can harness the energy of Zeus, it might be today, Matt.
Oh, well, Courtney has been, he's got himself a European medal before on rings. It's incredible that he's still going. He's 35 years old, and he went into becoming a specialist. Then he's, with vault, and then he's done other pieces as well. So he's still very much in the game, is our Courtney.
100%. He keeps chopping and changing, coming back to the all-round. He's doing the rings, the vault, the P-bars. So yeah, very key athlete to have as part of the team.
Yeah. And Harry, I mean, how do you think it will have rattled him? I mean, we've had this power cut, so do you think he'll be all right?
I think Harry's the type of athlete, Matt, that will just not be fazed by a situation. In fact, he probably enjoyed more rest and recovery before his next routine. But interesting with Harry, this is the event he loves the most, and since he was a kid, he wanted to win.
Yes.
He's had his success on vault at the Olympic Games, floor at the Europeans, and he's done that again today. I think that bronze medal will have given him a lot of confidence, and he'll be feeling like, maybe I let a gold or silver medal slip there in the floor. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And I think if he can hold all of his strength elements and he puts himself in the place to stick that triple back, I think it'll be tough for any of the other gymnasts to beat him today. So it's very exciting. We've never had a gold medal on the rings.
Yeah, no. And he's going to be fired up because Courtney's going to go ahead of Harry. They're going 6th and 7th. So Harry, he seemed to enjoy watching the floor final, knowing what he had to do. You know him really well. How do you think he's going to be feeling going into this, Luke?
I think, coming off the back of the floor, I think he will be slightly disappointed with the floor, and he'll have refocused and he'll be raring to go for the rings. I think watching the gymnast go before him, he'll know what he needs to do. Okay, well, it is indeed almost time, but that is all that we've got time for here on BBC Two as we make way for the Diamond League Athletics in Lausanne, Switzerland. But you can watch the rings final featuring both Brits on iPlayer right away, so come and join us if you're not there already. But for viewers on BBC Two, it's bye for now. Well, welcome to all of you. If you're joining us on iPlayer, let's catch up with what's going on. The rings final.
So first up to get this strongman event underway, Arta Avestian of Armenia. Hugely powerful gymnast. 5.4 on difficulty, qualified in 4th place. Real veteran on this piece of apparatus, 28 years of age, so bags of experience.
And the coach lowers him into a dead hang, and from there he lifts to the first strength element. Beautiful body line. You've got to have the shoulders down, parallel to the rings. And again, the linkage of strength moves like that. Build your score, build your difficulty score. He swings smoothly up into handstand. When you're swinging, you need to swing on straight arms. Here we go. And up again into that top planche. Swings backwards to handstand. This will be winding up for the big dismount. Double twisting, double tuck, and he landed that dismount dead. Bonuses here, just as on the other apparatus, for a stuck landing.
Not the most difficult, we'll see, but right in the mix, Chris.
Very much so.
Really, really strong, these guys. Complete difficult physique. Sam was talking about the strength positions. That's the Maltese. The body must be flat, almost horizontal to the bottom of the rings. But it's not just about the strength to strength. They've got to swing to strength, show elements up into the handstand. You can see the strain of the skills flickering in the feet, trembling. Impressive work, Matt.
Yeah, this is what we love about the rings finals. And we went from a very young raft of gymnasts in the pommel horse final to the old lads. Got a 38-year-old in this final, two 35-year-olds. Matisian himself 28. Hope for you yet, Craig.
Said 28, not 58.
In fact, we've got even older gymnasts.
We've got Matt Baker. There ain't enough strapping, Matt, to hold your body together.
Well, it's very much the sort of power.
14-4. Got Matisian of Armenia.
No bonus on the landing there, Chris.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, is it?
He twitched his big toe.
Every single one of those gymnasts would have looked at that and thought, come on.
Well, you sometimes do, right?
Nikita Simonov. Next up. He took a silver at the Europeans back in 2024. He's been in the world final as well.
Very impressive style. Pulling from under the ring, straight up into the inverted crucifix. Layout just a little bit high there on the shoulders. Got to be level with the bottom of the rings. And in this company, you need to be precise. Again, just a little bit high, hovering above the bottom of the ring. Good solid crucifix. Needs to get up to handstand. One of the requirements. Got a very nice line from fingers to toes. Here we go, big dismount, full twisting, double straight. That's got to be a bonus on the landing.
Got to be, surely.
His swinging stuff on the rings was really good, wasn't it? Lots
Beautiful
of energy.
line, just not as precise as what you'd need in some of those strength positions. And, you know, we are talking the best of the best.
That is phenomenal, isn't it? Upside down, holding it in a crucifix. Shoulders not quite down level with the rings, but really so impressive. And this is the swinging part of the routine.
I mean, you can see the force and effort in his face.
Yeah, you don't do 10 lots of routines a day when you've got strength like this in it.
You're right. Can you see there? It's just a little bit high, and his body must be flat with the bottom of the ring. Beautiful dismount, though.
There wasn't a flicker there.
There wasn't.
Are you
There
sure?
wasn't.
Toenails, toes,
No.
big toe, little pinky? Are you sure?
Just a breath of breeze.
Well, if they don't give that, then I don't know what they're going to give.
Impressive work.
Come on, all eyes on the bonus. Well, 14-4 is the score to beat. Maybe down slightly on the difficulty. But not by a long way.
I think just
Maybe that's what they're deliberating.
the execution, I think, wasn't just as crisp as the previous performance.
Well, a 5-4 in difficulty in qualification, so like you say, just a little bit lower. But they're having plenty of deliberation about it. Panel of judges, and they get rid of the top and bottom scores, average the middle.
They're taking the time here. Maybe the judges have had a power cut. You can put in an objection, can't you, if the difficulty score is lower than what you're expecting?
Well, these days you come, yeah, here we go.
5-3, so yeah, he's 0.1 down on his difficulty. 14 scored, so he's 0.4 behind the leader.
You have to protest the whole score, and you can get put down as well as up nowadays.
Ilya Zaika, next to go, the Russian gymnast, competing for World Gymnastics 2. He was the highest qualifier. With a 5-7 difficulty, he scored 14.466 in qualification.
Oh, I think he'll get the jazziest leotard award. Oh, that is wonderful, isn't it? Such control, such strength. And a second time. So he lifts from that dead hang twice. And a third time. Now the swinging elements, legs locked together. Just a little bit of an arch in the back on that handstand. He's fighting the rings. So impressive on all these strength movements. Packing them in. Beautiful body shape, dead parallel to the floor. Just a little bit of a wobble on those, but here comes the definite hop on that landing, but lovely double straight with full twist.
Well, will it be enough to push the leading score of Abatitian of Armenia? 14.4. It wasn't without deductions.
No, it wasn't, but it was full of difficulty. First time we've had a real look at this gymnast, and a really nice balance within the routine. Beautiful double pike between the rings. The rings are going loose, so it's showing the height. And there you can see that is flat with the bottom of the rings. But I will agree with Christine, his back was a little bit soft on the handstand, but there was no mistaking the strength elements and those positions. And you can see why he was the top scorer in qualification.
Honestly, there's going to be tense between all of these gymnasts. They're so incredibly close. They're all there or thereabouts with the difficulty, and it's so hard
Costly dismount. I feel his chest was down a little bit. Look, and that's, you might say that was a pike. You remember years ago, Courtney's played around with all these dismounts, and he used to get hammered because of the piking of that straight somersault. So, yeah, I think it'd be the execution.
Well, Simonov has put in a request, which will be on that difficulty score. There's deliberation over that then, Chris.
Yeah, yes, obviously.
Obviously heard you all the way from Salford. His coach. I've got Matt Baker on the phone here. He's just sent me a text message. Get an inquiry in.
Yeah. And then the judges do review it on video so they can slow it down, see it slowly.
Well, he was 0.1 down from his qualification score, so they know he can do it. They've seen it in qualification.
Well, that would push him to 14-1.
But yeah, if there's tenths in it as far as medals are concerned.
But you see, with tenths in it, like he did a hop on landing, this gymnast.
14-4. Second, it is 0 on the bonus. So he's the second gymnast to score 14.4. Only 3 have gone.
So those that are watching and don't know, it's down to the execution score. So it's about performing the routine the best. And so even though he had the most difficult and they've got the same score, it's the one that performs with the least deductions. So Armenia currently in first place.
And again, another Armenian gymnast. This is Vaughan Dabchan. My word, we've seen him on the international stage for many, many years. He's 38 years old now. He's had a bronze at Euros back in 2019, second at Euros 2016. He's been in Olympic and World finals as well, and he's still got it. I mean, he was 7th and in the European final last year. Again, he's still got the difficulty at 38.
He hasn't, no problems there. Under the rings, straight up into the top planche. And watch this again. Into the Maltese position, shoulders just a little bit high. And see the little flex in the elbows. Swing to strength. Releasing grip on the rings as a sign of strength. They don't get any more for that. Oh, and again, weakest part of the routine's a handstand. Will he get a stick bonus? Oh, he was so close. He had bonus in qualification. He did try and hold on, but he won't take it.
He was going for the arm swing bonus.
Well, as long as you don't move your feet, I think you can swing your arms.
I'm not sure. I've heard some say you can't, some say you can. But he almost doesn't seem to be able to lock out through the shoulders into a completely straight handstand, does he? He's so bulky in the shoulder muscle. I mean, great strength work, but here he's not extended through the shoulders, and a little hint of a bent elbow, which must all be deductible, but the strength work is amazing.
Well, it's certainly at 38. You know, that's
incredible.
the other thing.
Absolutely amazing to see him still going. Brilliant.
Especially in such a sapping piece of apparatus. And he tried very hard, yes, to make that landing. I was going to say, you see, the thing is, it's really a 0.2 deduction because you lose the 0.1 for the step and then you don't get your bonus as well. So in a piece like rings, where every 0.1 counts, it's quite hazardous.
So the score remains the same, 14 for Nikita Simonov, put in an inquiry as his difficulty score was 5-3 as opposed to a 5-4 that he scored in qualification. Davtjan scores a 14 also. So we've had 2 14s and 2 14.4s in this final so far.
Well, that's a bigger split than we sometimes see on rings, actually.
It's true. And the gymnasts in the second half of this final will now warm up, and 2 of the gymnasts in the final 4 include Great Britain's Courtney Tulloch and Harry Hepworth, as well as Eleftherios Petronius. The legend on rings wraps up the final.
European champion 8 times.
8 times.
8 times.
3 times world champion. I mean,
Olympic champion, 2 Olympic bronzes.
yeah.
I mean, he literally is the Greek god, isn't it, on this piece of apparatus.
Totally.
You'll struggle to find a gymnast that's equalled his success on a single piece of apparatus.
He also has an unbelievable memory, because there's a great clip circling on social media where he can name all of the podiums that he's been on, gold, silver and bronze, and the interviewer is giving him a year and he's naming it 1, 2, 3. There's a lovely moment actually when he remembers Courtney's name and he's going bronze, bronze, and he goes Tulloch. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So yeah, have a look if you can find it. It's really wonderful. Such a lovely guy. He's qualified second as Eleftherios Petronius, so who knows? He could be victorious. And there is Courtney Tulloch, who will be up after this gymnast here. So, Arta Sahakian of Germany. He's the German rings champion. He's had silver at a World Challenge Cup event earlier this year. Posted a 14-1 in qualification.
Powerful lift to the planche position. And again. Can see the effort, and that is a little bit soft in the back. You have to swing and hit that handstand immediately at the top. Much more at home with the strength elements. All of these gymnasts able to swing on straight arms, but you can see he's a little bit leaning to one side. He fights hard. Oh, double straight with full twist, but the body was a little bit piked during the somersault. Don't think that's going to challenge.
It felt like a bit of a battle, that one, didn't it?
Well, you can see the real masters on the rings. They get into those positions and they're totally fixed. And when you see the gymnast, can you see the body there just trembling a little bit? And it's of no disrespect to these guys, but it just proves how difficult it is.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's, for me, what stands out Petronius from the rest of this field. I mean, look, he just moves effortlessly between some of these strength positions. They're just a little bit soft in the back, up into the handstand. See there, you can see the body just squirming under the pressure. And then a little bit of a chest down, an adjustment on the dismount.
Yeah, the real art of a great gymnast is that they make it all look so easy. If it looks hard work, then you're racking up deductions.
Yeah.
13.9 for the German. Sahakian. So next to go in this men's European rings final is Great Britain's Courtney Tulloch. He's had a third at the Euros twice in 2018 and 2022. Bronze medal at the World Championships back in 2022. So here we go then, with a bid for another European medal. Courtney Tulloch.
Well, pound for pound, you won't find a stronger gymnast on the planet. Watch this. Oh, look at that. We talk about making it look effortless. Look at that. Up. Into the handstand. Good lockout. Look at them. Straight arms. Straight into a top planche. Oh, and a crucifix with ease. Up into the handstand. They've talked about him yet to land this triple back. Will it be today? Come on, Courtney. Up into the triple. Oh, what a shame.
Wow.
What a routine, though.
It was very, very close. It was packed with difficulty. It was very, very well executed. The score for a medal, as it stands at the moment, is 14, with 2 gymnasts left to go.
Well, it might not have landed it dead, but he landed it. It was not, it was a great dismount. Like you say, we haven't seen him land it, but he swung up into that strong handstand position. Held those strength elements beautifully. Lovely construction of the routine. For me, this is the best strength work I've seen from Courtney. Lovely rise back up into the absolutely level with the rings. Super strength. And here it comes. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful
So
dismount.
close.
Whoa.
I think the lads are right. If he lands that, that could be a first ever European champion for Great Britain on the rings, because the routine before is incredible.
Wow.
Well done, Courtney.
He's through. He delivered it. He delivered it on the international stage, and the score is in. It's 14.366. Courtney Tulloch in third with 2 to go in this men's European final. So the penultimate gymnast to compete here is Great Britain's Harry Hepworth. Got a bronze on floor earlier today. What can the 22-year-old do here? He's the British rings champion. Could this be his first European medal on rings? He's got a big routine, some incredible difficulty. Come on, Harry.
Super powerful. Very impressive in all the strength elements. Here we swing up into the inverted crucifix, lowers down, fantastic control. Has to hold each strength element for 2 seconds. Here comes the swinging part, lovely double front somersault, smoothly up into that well-held handstand. Another huge strength element. Oh, but he just didn't peak that handstand correctly. He's had to wrestle with the rings to get there. Oh, and he does double back with full twist. So disappointed with himself with that penultimate element.
What a shame for Harry. It was going so well.
Great start, great start. I mean, you can really see the potential in this gymnast, and
no
you
question.
often see great vault and ring specialists. We've seen it over the years because it's a real transition of that power. It's got everything. It's got fabulous lines. Look at that, level in the inverted crucifix, as Christine pointed out. Lovely swinging in the double pike front somersault. Straight into the handstand. He'll be absolutely livid with himself because the opportunity for a medal was his for the taking.
What a shame.
And on something that he would have felt that he could manage relatively easily. I mean, nothing's easy on the rings, but just faltered in the last handstand. And that'll be quite a big deduction, I think.
He did so well, actually, to pull it back into the handstand, but then in this company, you know, then the slight of mistakes, you know, for him it was a medal or nothing, and that's obviously why he played safe on the dismount, and he's back tomorrow in the vault.
Absolutely. Focus on that, Harry. Great job today. Bronze on floor. Fantastic. 12.866. 7th at the moment with 1 to go, but bring on the Worlds. That's what I say. Bring on the Worlds.
And vault and team final before then.
Of course. So Courtney Tulloch currently in 3rd, 14.366. Can he hang on? Can he stay in contention of a medal? This guy is stood in his way. He's the only gymnast that can knock him off the medal podium. Eleftherios Petronius, 8 times European champion, 3 times world champion, Olympic gold medalist and Olympic bronze medalist twice. He's got the lot and he's 35 years old. Well, there's a couple of minutes potentially between him and a European medal.
Emphatically strong. Lowers down, press on the arms, flat into the Maltese position. And again from the swing. One of the requirements, gymnasts have to swing into a handstand position. Swing to strength into the top planche. Solid throughout, swing, the strength, the handstand, double twisting, double straight, big dismount. He's happy with that. He'll not get the bonus, but Christine, it's gonna be tight.
Well, he has that ability to make rings look easy, hasn't he? It doesn't look a struggle, and he doesn't look under huge pressure for it. And that big dismount, double straight with double twist, biggest dismount we've seen.
Well, equivalent to the triple back in difficulty, and really does go for it.
Look at that, he's just balancing on the rings. He shows that he doesn't need to grip hard. He's such a master at this, isn't he? Smoothly from one piece, from one strength element to the next. Peaks beautifully. Lovely shapes.
Will it be good enough for European title number 9?
Well, he did a big dismount and was probably a bit costly, the hop and the chest right down. This is where less is more, you know. One less twist would have perhaps allowed him to land cleaner.
Yeah, well, he has a 5-6 on difficulty, so he's right up there. I don't know, sometimes the judges with this big pike down on the dismount, chest down, they really hammer him. They could take 0.3, then the hop, 0.4. Oh, and it's not good enough today. 14.366 for Petronius. It's another medal, but it's not the gold.
Oh, it's Armenia today.
Armenia having a Bit of a medal haul in these apparatus finals.
Storming time, aren't they?
A gold, silver and a bronze. Some excellent ring work. In party 2.
It was a bit more of a split on the results today, though. Sometimes they're almost all compressed within 0.1 of each other, but today there was a clear winner.
Well, in qualification, we went from 14.466 down to a 14.1, and today we've gone from a 14.4 to a 12.866.
Yeah.
So the top lot on the 14.4s, but yeah. And there's confirmation. Arta Avesyan of Armenia is the new European champion on the rings. Ilya Zaika of World Gymnastics 2 team takes a silver, and it's another bronze for Eleftherios Petronius of Greece. Courtney Tulloch, Great Britain, settles for 4th, and Harry Epworth for Great Britain in 8th.